Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Menya Samuel, an MBA student of Victoria University. I'm supervised by Dr. David Kaketo. I'm here to present to you my proposal with the topic Digital Financial Integration in the Performance of Community-Based Saving Groups. I'm looking at Kampala district. I would like to give you a bit of the background about my study. I'll keep using CBS to represent community-based saving groups. uh, which also refers to village saving and land associations. This represents one of the most effective informal financial systems designed to serve low-income populations who are often excluded from the formal banking system, and not intentional, but by default, based on the few gaps and challenges I'll share as we continue with the document, with the presentation. And these groups emerged prominently in the late 90s, that's around 1990, as part of the development intervention aimed at addressing financial exclusion in rural and pre-urban communities across developing countries. That's according to Alan and Panetta in 2023. Their model is built collectively on collective saving, internal lending, and shared accountability among members. Within Uganda, CBSGs have played a pivotal role in enhancing financial inclusion, particularly among vulnerable people populations, such as women, youth, and informal sector workers. Over time, these groups have evolved from simple saving mechanisms into structured financial entities capable of supporting micro enterprises, household consumption, and emerging financial needs. In urban settings like Kampala district, CBSGs have become increasingly relevant due to rapid urbanization, unemployment, and also expansion of informal economy. Basically, yeah. The integration of such technologies in CBSG's operations marks a significant transformation in how these groups function. Traditionally, CBSGs relied on manual record keeping, physical cash handling, um, and face-to-face transactions. However, digital tools such as mobile money, digital record systems, mobile-based applications are increasingly adopted to enhance the efficiency and transparency and security in this. Uh, that's basically the historical perspective. The theoretical perspective could be the study is encoded on three theoretical frameworks that explain technology adoption and financial inclusion. That will be the technology acceptance model term, originally developed by Davis in 1989 and extended by Venkatesh Patel in 2023, which posts that individuals' adoption of new technologies is influenced by two primary factors, that is, perceived usefulness and perceived ease to use. In the context of CBSGs, term helps explain how members perceive digital financial tools uh, and whether these perceptions influence their willingness to adopt them. Now, a bit about the conceptual perception. A digital financial integration refers to the incorporation of digital tools and platforms into financial operations. In in this study, it includes the use of mobile money services, keeping, digital record keeping systems, then digital payment mechanisms within CBSGs. Yes, and on the other hand, it also it's conceptualized as effectiveness and efficiency of group operations. It also it's also measured using indicators such as saving growth, loan repayment, then financial sustainability and member satisfaction. Yes, and then lastly, I'll also give you a contextual perspective where we see Kampala district as Uganda's capital city, which presents a unique context characterized by high population density, and diverse socioeconomic activities, widespread use of mobile technologies, and the district has also experienced a rapid digital transformation with increasing access to mobile phones and internet. Yes. Furthermore, while digital financial services are widely digital financial services are widely available, their integration into CBSG's operation is not uniform, and some groups have fully enhanced the digital tools, while others continue to rely on traditional methods. And this variation creates the opportunity to examine how digital financial integration impacts CBSG's performance in the urban setting. Basically, of course, my problem statement will look at the tools that exist, but adoption is inconsistent. The barriers, we'll see literature, trust, and infrastructure, limited evidence. Um, I could say, despite rapid expansion of digital financial services in Uganda, many CBSGs in urban areas continue to face operational challenges, uh, including records, poor financial record keeping, loan default, and limited capital, and influences, inefficiencies in transactional management. Yes. Then we also can see that digital financial tools such as mobile money and digital record systems have the potential to address these challenges by enhancing transparency, accountability, and efficiency. However, their adoption among CBSGs remains um, inconsistent and in some areas ineffective. The study also will indicate that while digital finance improves financial access, barriers such as low digital literacy, lack of trust, infrastructure constraints hinder optimal utilization. Uh, we see this according to Munyengera and uh, Mastumoto in 2023, then GSMA in 2024. In Kampala district, there's limited empirical evidence on how digital financial integration influences CBSG performance. Yes, then the purpose of this study really remains to examine the influence of digital financial integration on the performance of community-based saving groups in Kampala district. And to achieve this, I came up with four SMART objectives, which are to assess the level of digital financial integration among CBSGs in Kampala, to evaluate the performance of CBSGs in Kampala, to examine the relationship between digital financial integration and CBSGs in Kampala, then lastly, to identify the challenges faced by digital financial integration in CBSGs. The scope of my study is basically, um, let me say, the geographical, the study will be conducted in Kampala district, Uganda, basically focusing on selected CBSG operating within the urban community. Then the conceptual scope. The study will focus on digital financial integration, mobile money, digital records, and digital payments, and CBSG performances like talk of savings groups, loan repayment, financial sustainability, and member satisfaction. Time scope, I look at the study to cover the period of 2023 to 2026, capturing recent developments in digital financial services. Significance of my study. Um, the study is significant to stakeholders, first to policymakers to provide empirical evidence and to inform policies on digital financial inclusion, to CBSGs. It offers insight into improvement of operational efficiency through digital tools, to researchers to contribute to the academic literature and digital financial integration, and to NGOs to develop to NGOs and development partners to guide programs, design implementation, and yeah. Then uh, I looked at a few key supporting authors, uh, literatures that I was able to review. One is the term I just talked about earlier, technological acceptance model by Vankesh et al. Um, It explains the technology adoption based on perceived usefulness and is to adopt then to use. Then diffusion of innovation theory, which is by Rogers in 2023. This theory explains how innovations spread within communities. Adoption depends on awareness and triability. Yes, then also looked at financial inclusion theory. This theory emphasizes the accessibility of affordability and usage of financial services uh, as drivers of economic participation. Then I'll also give my research design is looking at a mixed method approach, which we also have a descriptive and collaborational design. Then quantitative and qualitative data methods, data collection methods, and enhance variability through triangulation. Yes, um, population sampling data and data collection methods. Um, I'll look at CBSG members, leaders, and NGO facilitators. My sample will be between 100 and 150 respondents. And my techniques in this study will be random and purposive sampling techniques. Then the methods, I'll use survey, questionnaires, interviews, semi-structured questionnaires, then document review. Then the tools will be questionnaires and interview guides, and analysis and procedures and ethics. Analysis will be descriptive and correlation, regression, then qualitative, thematic analysis, then a procedure of my study, get permission, then do a pilot survey, then do data collection. And the ethics of my study, I'll get consent, then I'll make sure there's confidentiality, then anonymity to the members who participate in my survey. Thank you very much. That is simply my proposal for the study.